Hey guys, welcome back to Talks with Kadeja, where we talk a little bit about everything. Hello, guys. I am starting back my podcast, and of course, when I'm speaking, all the airplanes and the police cars just want to go crazy, so we're gonna let it pass. All right, so I am excited to start this new chapter. Some quick life updates, and then we will get into the video. Is first, I'm graduating. Your girl is graduating college. I'm so excited. But also, I have so many big plans for this channel, just for my life, and I'm just so glad to share it with you guys and just start this new chapter. For years, I've been really trying to push my content, and I haven't been very successful, but now that I have a lot of more time to do it, I really do believe like this will be a lot more successful. So let's get into it. Something that I'm going to talk to you today is about owning your own path. I know this is something that we all hear about being authentic, being you, but I think we really need to get in the nitty gritty of being, what is being you mean? So, what do I really mean by this? So, I feel like I love self help things. I listen to a lot of self help culture, and I listen to different types of people and what they say. I believe some people are just doing it just because they have nothing else to do, but I think there are other people that are genuinely trying to help you. And one thing that I really have gathered from all this information is you can listen to 8 million self-help videos, me, and nothing will be done. And the reason is because you are meant to create your own path. You don't need a self-help video to help you. Even though this is low-key self-help, but okay, whatever. I'm not saying don't listen to them. I'm not saying they can't help you. I'm not saying that at all. I think there are so many videos and creators out there that are so great in what they do, and they do help a lot to be a better version of yourself. But I think we are always trying to search for the answer of trying to be this person, and we're like, oh, well, this person says do this or this person says do that. Really? In order for you to create something and be something that you want to be, you have to take action. Sorry, guys, my iPhone lost storage, and eventually I will get a camera and do this separately, but whatever. So basically, kind of what I was saying is you are the one that choose your own path. Because think about it, there has been a first for everything. There has been times back in the day that there was probably no self-help books. There was probably nothing. There's people that had to build from the ground under to be where they are today and had no help, no nothing. And why were they successful? Because they believed in themselves and they had faith in themselves and they just did it and figured it out. I do believe we are at a good time today, well, in some circumstances, because so much information is online these days, and we may not have to do it as gruesome as the people back in the day had to do. But I will say following your own path is the way to do it. For example, if you want to be a singer, I don't know, and you want to be a pop star, yes, there are people that you're inspired by. Yes, you might look at videos of how to do this, how to do that. But really, the way you're going to succeed is if you decide to pick and do it yourself. You may not know how to play a piano, I don't know, but you figure it out. Yes, you look at videos, you listen, but you figure it out. And usually, when you figure out something, you learn something about yourself. Because when we listen to too many things, we're like, oh, I need to do it this way, I need to do it this way. And then we start procrastinating. And then we don't do it at all because we're like, well, we don't do it at all because it's like, well, we got too many people in our ear, we're stressed out, I don't want to do it anymore. But when you sit to yourself and say, hey, I'm just going to try this, hey, I'm going to do this, and find your path, I feel like that's what being yourself is, and that's being authentically you, if that makes sense. Because I feel like this version and this idea of being yourself, it's such a thrown around term these days because I feel like a lot of us don't really know what that means. And a lot of us think being yourself is, I guess, what this person does, or being yourself is, I think being yourself is who you just are naturally at the core. And you don't need a video to really tell you that. I think you really just need to figure out what you want to do. And I'm not saying don't use these videos to help you, because they should. And I use these videos to help you. And you're watching my videos. So obviously, but I'm just like, don't depend so much on these videos so much, because everyone has their own path. The way someone else does it may not be the way you do it. I think you can listen to these videos, but listen to it in a way of like, this is what I'm going to try. Don't look at it as like, oh, this is the only way it's going to work, because for example, affirmations and meditation, those are scientifically proven to do great things, yes. But some people cannot sit for 20 minutes to meditate. It doesn't help them at all, or they may be too anxious, or I don't know the case, or they just may not have as much time, or it just might not hit and click as some other people that meditate. You know what I mean? Maybe the way for them to, relieve something is to be around people. I don't know, to go to a party. I don't know, do something. But for others, it might just be more introspective. It might be to meditate. It might be do this. Maybe they don't need to be around people. That's what I'm saying. Like, and the way to figure that out is you have to be the one to do it. This video is not for me to really be like, oh, you do this step, that step. No, because you're human. We're meant to explore. We're meant to try new things. And you don't have to listen to a video to do that. I really think, personally, I think you really can find it by just trying things. If you one day are like, hey, I just want to do a dance class, do a dance class. That's how you become authentically yourself, because you are trying something and does it sing to your soul or not. Because I feel like when you listen to other people, it kind of, they're biased. The way they experience things is going to be different from you. So it might be in a direction that might not be yours. Take what resonates with whatever you listen to, and you can take advice. And if you have people you want to inspire to be, that is totally fine. But I'm just saying, it kind of can sway you in a certain way. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you listen to somebody, you're like, oh, like, the choice ain't really yours, because you're swayed to do something in some cases. Some videos I'm like, you just, that's what I mean. When you authentically just try something because you genuinely want to try it. Like, if you want to decide to skateboard one day, I did that and I hated it, but I tried it. You know what I mean? But I didn't really know how to use a board either. So that's what I mean. That's you being authentically yourself. I really just think this term is thrown around so much, and I really is just try new things. That's really all I got to say about that. Try new things. But yeah, that is my little spiel about how I believe, being authentically yourself is in following your path. Because I know people in this world that their path just is their path. It's no one else's. And that's what your life is supposed to be. Because I think as humans, we do look for inspiration and connection, which is good, and that's something you should do. But I think we always are trying to look for validation in a way, like, oh, is this path right? Is this maybe not, but if it's not, at least you tried it and you did something. There's a lot of things that I tried, it didn't work, but it's a good story to tell.